Representative Jamie Santora.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary, I'm going to focus on Act 162. Despite the intent of Act 162, which was to provide greater flexibility to regulate the regulated community, DEP's interpreted that 162 has removed certain exceptions and waivers, and especially to the riparian buffers and riparian forest buffers. These requirements were already included within Chapter 102, so I'm trying to understand why that interpretation is there, and what it's affecting is the ability for redevelopment in many brownfields locations along rivers and other waterways, and it also affects linear projects such as pipelines, roadways, paved trail systems. We're trying to do a big project in Delaware County incorporating our trail system. We just went to a summit this weekend about it, and that could be affected as well. And other linear projects such as utility lines. So one of the issues is it's a major impact on an economic impact on Pennsylvania, because the jobs aren't being created, the tax revenues for the municipalities, the counties, and the state are getting delayed. So why is the interpretation from DEP different than the legislative intent? And I've had multiple conversations with the maker of the original bill who agrees with me that it is being interpreted incorrectly.
I would offer a couple things. One, the waiver provisions that you refer to were originally, frankly, a department interpretation. They weren't something found within the law, and it was because of the way the law was written that we felt like we had that authority. The change in the law, and I will get this somewhat imprecise, but effectively said you can do buffers, or if you don't do that, you can do something equivalent.
Correct.
And by including that, the space that existed for us to interpret that we had a waiver provision effectively went away. That the only options now are you're either installing the buffers or you're doing this equivalency demonstration. So understanding there's been a discussion about what legislative intent is, and to make very clear, we've been supportive of if there needs to be some legislative language that gives us back the ability to do these waivers, that's something we're interested in discussing. By being more prescriptive in that area, effectively took away the ability for us to interpret the waiver provision into it.
Okay, well, I plan on working with you on that, because
Absolutely.
we need to fix that. We don't believe a fix is necessary, but whatever it takes. Also, on the Mariner pipeline, I'm very happy to see that that's approved. The economic impact in Delaware County is going to be significant, and across the Commonwealth, quite frankly. And again, we touched based on siting issues, and that doesn't fall under the PUC?
Not citing, no.
So it's left on the experts and engineers that design it?
We do, as I say, some citing related to an alternatives analysis around wetlands. So you have to demonstrate you're avoiding, minimizing, mitigating wetland impacts. So there's some citing related to that, but it's not a safety citing. And PUC's authority, and it's a better question for them, but my understanding of their authority is that they have oversight over the safety of the operation, not where it's located. Okay. At the federal level, FERC and some others have some authorities oversighting if it's an interstate pipeline.
Great, thank you.